Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Good morning Mrs. Nikmatonyaya as my lecturer. Previously, I want to introduce myself. My name is Desiana Safitri. I'm from Class 3 Accountancy with a presence number 8. Here, I will present my final project with the title Analysis of Cash Flow Reports at XXX Corporation, PATI Regency of Central Java 2020. Okay, I will start right now. The first, I want to tell you about the background of the research that I took is. In principle, financial statements provide information concerning change in financial position and company performance, which can assist managers, creditors, and investors in interpreting the state of the performance of a company. The cash flow statements, which are a component of the company's financial statements, present information on historical change in the entity cash and cash equivalents, showing separately the change that occurred during one period of operating activities, investing activities, and financing activities. Therefore, the authors conducted this study to determine the suitability of the XXX Corporation cash flow report in the PATI Regency with the Financial Accounting Standard Regulation number 2 of 2009. The next, I want to tell you about the formulation of the problem. The first, how is the cash flow statement for XXX Corporation? And the second, is the cash flow statement for XXX Corporation in accordance with Financial Accounting Standard Regulation number 2 of 2009. And then, I want to tell you about the purpose of the research. The first, to find out about preparation of the XXX Corporation cash flow statement in 2020. And the second, this is to determine the suitable of XXX Corporation cash flow statement with Financial Accounting Standard Regulation number 2, 2009. After that, I want to tell about the benefit of the research. The benefit of the preparation of this author's final are: the first, it is hoped that it can add insight, knowledge, experience, and make it the basis for further understanding of the suitable of cash flow reports with Financial Accounting Standard Regulation number 2 of 2009 on the management of XXX Corporation in PATI Regency. And second, providing information and compiling correct cash flow reports as a strategic policy direction for XXX Corporation PATI Regency. And the third, can provide new understanding, knowledge, and insight, and make reference and comparisons for future researchers in the same study. Okay, the next, literature review. The first, cash flow statements. Do you know about the cash flow statements? Okay, I will to tell you about the cash flow statements. According to Tanjung 2007, say that the cash flow statement is one of the main financial reports that must be presented in the financial statements. The cash flow statement is prepared to determine the source of cash receipt and disbursement in an accounting period. And according to Financial Accounting Standard Regulation number 2 of 2009, the use of a cash flow statement is: A. Cash flow statements can provide information that enable users to evaluate change in a company's net assets, financial structure, including liquidity and solvency, and the ability to influence the amount and timing of cash flows in order to adapt to changing circumstances and opportunities. B. Historical cash flow information is often used as an indicator of the amount, timing, and certainty of future cash flow. In addition, cash flow information is also useful in examining the accuracy of previously made estimates of future cash flows and in determining the relationship between profitability and net cash flows and the impact of price change. I want to tell you about the presentation of a cash flow statements. So, there are three groups of activities in the cash flows. They are, the first, operating activities. What is operating activities? Operating activities is the main revenue producing activity for the company and other activities that are not investment activities and financing activities. And the second, investment activities. Investment activities is represent the acquisition and disposal of long-term assets and other investment that do not include cash equivalents. And the next, financial activities. Financial activities is an activity that results in change in the amount of composition of the company's capital and loans. And then I want to tell you about reporting of the cash flows. According to Financial Accounting Standard Regulation Number 2 of 2009, in compiling a cash flow statement, there are two methods used, namely direct method and indirect method. What is direct method? Direct method is with this method the main groups of gross cash receipt and gross cash payment are disclosed. This information can be obtained either first, from the company's accounting record, and by adjusting sales, cost of goods sold, and other items in the income statement for change in inventories, trade accounts receivable, and trade payable during the period. Other non-cash items and other items relating to investment and financing cash flows. Okay, the next, indirect method. Under this method, net profit or loss is adjusted by correcting for the effects of non-cash transaction, deferral or accrual on cash receipt or payments for past and future operations, and income or expense items related to the cash flows in investing or financing. Okay, the last I want to tell you about my research methods. They are research object. The author compiled a final project regarding cash flow statement analyzed with the research object of the XXX Corporation balance sheet and profit and loss in 2019 to 2020. The second, data collection techniques. The techniques that the author used in the preparation of this final project are A. Documentation. In the Big Indonesian Dictionary of the Language Center 2008, it is written, documentation is the provision or collection of evidence and information such as pictures, quotes, newspaper clippings, and other reference material. This method is used to collect data related to the company's cash receipt and payment. And the second, interview. According to Indriantoro and Supomo, 2009, says that the interview is a data collection technique in a survey method, use oral questions to the research subject. This interview will be conducted in the finance section of XXX Corporation to find out first-hand data regarding a company, cash expense, and receipt. And last, data analysis method. In preparing this final project, the writer, me, will use the following analysis stage. A. Collecting data at the XXX Corporation. And B. Documentation of data search on Triple Cooperative, namely the XXX Corporation's financial position report and income statement for the years 2019 and 2020, as well as notes on the XXX Corporation financial report. And next, Perform data analysis related to the accounts to be prepared in the cash flow statement according to their respective activities. Conducted an interview with the finance section of the tribal corporations. And the next, to prove whether the cash flow statement had been prepared in accordance with Financial Accounting Standard Regulation Number 2 of 2009 or not. Well, this is the explanation of my final project, and I hope it is useful for all of us. Enough that can be I say. I apologize if there are words that are not pleasing to all of you. Thank you very much, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.